welcome back. I am Stephanie. I'm a naturalist at the Eagle Creek Park Ornithology Center, and today I wanted to take a look at our Circle Drive area. It's a really common area that a lot of birders go to see warblers, among some ducks that tend to hang out there. A lot of wood ducks hang out there. Sometimes we'll see our rose-breasted grosbeaks there as well. So I thought it'd be worth checking out. All right, so we are at the start of Circle Drive. This is known as the seed pile. It's where birders and bird photographers like to bring seed to attract in birds. Right now there are red-headed woodpeckers, red-winged blackbirds, blue jays, cardinals, white-throated sparrows, all hanging out here. And there's also been red-bellied woodpeckers as well. There goes one right now. So red-headed woodpeckers are typically not thought of as feeder birds. Typically you see them on trees that are dead, and there are lots of those here in this area, and you'd kind of have to work to see them, but they seem to like coming to the seed pile here. So looking at the seed pile, sometimes you can get a really good idea of the difference between red-bellied woodpeckers and red-headed woodpeckers. Sometimes they're confused because red-bellied woodpeckers also have red on their heads, but red-headeds are completely red all over their head, and then they have a white middle and black on their back. Whereas red-bellieds have more of kind of a grayish white, maybe more of a beige middle, and then they have just a little bit of red on their heads, and then they have a black and white striped back. Okay, so I think I'm going to let the birds enjoy the feeder, and we are going to make our way towards the circle of Circle Drive. I have heard that there are some warblers that are hanging out in a flooded area over here. Last year I saw northern parulas and a prothonontary warbler over here, as well as some wood ducks. This type of habitat is perfect for red-headed woodpeckers. They love these dead trees that are still standing. So if you see a whole patch of them like this, take a look. You might see some red-headed woodpeckers. All right, so this is the first flooded area that I like to check for birds. Last year I saw a northern parula here. There's a downy woodpecker in here right now, and I also saw a water thrush, which is a kind of larger bird. They are brown on their back. They kind of have whitish bellies and brown spots on their chest. They also have a white or a yellowish stripe above their eye. Now, I could not tell what kind of water thrush this is. There are two kinds. There's a Louisiana water thrush and a northern water thrush. I will have to take a look at the footage to see exactly what kind that it is. Okay, so we are going to make our way onto the actual circle part of Circle Drive. This is a really nice open area. As you can see, there's a shelter with some picnic tables. A lot of bicyclists like to come here and just ride loops around the circle, but there are also lots of birds to be seen. Okay, so we are at the second flooded area of Circle Drive. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of activity, but it is getting later on in the day, so all of the birds might be tucked up for the moment, but let's see if anything is hiding in here. So I've seen a couple of turkey vultures fly over, but so far it is pretty quiet in here. Well, it is relatively quiet out here today, but I think I know why it's been pretty quiet in here. I rounded the corner to get a look at a couple of blue-gray gnatcatchers when a red-shouldered hawk swooped down into this flooded area here and went after one of the ducks. Now it missed, but there are a couple of mallards and wood ducks in here. I think it was a juvenile red-shouldered hawk because it didn't have all of the red across its chest like you would expect with an adult bird. Wow. Okay, with all of that excitement over, I'll start to make my way back to the entrance of Circle Drive. Wood ducks are really pretty birds. They have these bright red eyes, or the males do anyway, but males have all of these really pretty colors on them, just a lot of different mixes, and then females are pretty well brown, but they are both really cool looking birds. Well, I just took a stop at the flooded area one more time. There were what appeared to be a couple of warblers up high in the tree, but the lighting is pretty bad and I wasn't able to get a confirmation before that they flew off. But there are some blue jays in here and there's a chickadee in here, and I've heard a yellow-throated warbler calling, but it seems to be pretty far off. Okay, I think that is going to be it for our Circle Drive birding trip today. I hope you enjoyed those looks at those red-headed woodpeckers, and I'm glad we got to see nature in action with that juvenile red-shouldered hawk going after those wood ducks. Thank you so much for joining.